Week 5 is officially in the books after an insane Monday Night Football. Fat GG's if you were facing Mark Andrews and thought you were safe last night. Let's give you some waiver wire pickups for Week 6, guys who could potentially help you win your week or win your leagues. At number 10, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown, currently rostered in 20% of leagues. The talent has always been there. Back-to-back games with 8 targets. The connection is slowly starting to form with Jared Goff. Teams are doing one thing when they face the Lions. They're just shutting down TJ Hawkinson. That's all they need to do to win games. Who's going to step up? Amon-Ra has a talent playing in the slot. I think he's going to get more and more opportunities. So this is more of a stash, but a talented guy who, if the opportunities follow, could definitely be fantasy relevant. At number 9, we have Rashod Bateman, who is rostered in 42% of leagues. He's still on the IR, guys. You can put him on your bench and still have an empty space. Super uber talented guy. Lamar Jackson looks better as a passer, and this offense said they were going to try and pass the ball more, and they're doing that. I want Rashod Bateman. I want him as a stash on all of my teams. Very talented, could be the true alpha in this offense, and could be the guy that Lamar Jackson forms the best connection with going forward. Add him to your roster, and there's literally no risk here. At number 8, we have Taylor Heineke, rostered in 26% of leagues. Not a good game last week against the Saints D, which is legit. But if you're streaming the position, I don't know that there's a better stream this week than Taylor Heineke, who is playing Kansas City, who give up a shitload of points to quarterbacks, to any position. Washington does the same. The Chiefs are going to be able to score. Hopefully Washington's going to be able to score. If you're streaming the position, go Taylor Heineke. At number 7, we have Hunter Henry, who is currently rostered in 51% of leagues. This isn't sexy at all, but he's averaging 5+ targets per week. Back-to-back games where he's found the end zone, and in the red zone, it looks like Mac Jones is looking his way instead of Jonnu Smith. Frustrating because we love Jonnu, but if Hunter Henry is going to continue to get the looks, add him. He might be a startable tight end going forward. At number 6, we have Khalil Herbert, who is rostered in 21% of leagues. It was a weird game on Sunday for the Bears. They were up early and they just tried to run the clock out the entire game. Khalil was involved, I think, because of game script. So I don't think he has this much involvement going forward. He will still be involved, but he's not going to get 18 attempts. Saying that, I also can't laugh at 18 attempts. So you need to pick up Khalil Herbert as a stash. If Damian Williams goes down, he's more valuable. I still think Williams is going to be the pass-catching guy if they're down in games, but he's still worth a stash. Let's just wait and see what's going to happen here. At number 5, we have Hunter Renfrow, who is rostered in 58% of leagues. This is Mr. Consistent. This is what you're going to get on a week-to-week basis with Hunter Renfrow. 7 or 8 targets, 10 to 15 fantasy points, and he's also got a 20-point upside if he finds the end zone on the week that you play him. So it's not sexy, but it does the job in a flex spot. At number 4, we have Rondale Moore, rostered in 54% of leagues. You're probably sick and tired of hearing about this guy from us on this channel, but we're in love with him. And unfortunately, it's been very up and down for him. No opportunities or getting more opportunities. The good thing is he had his highest snap percentage on Sunday. AJ Green wasn't really involved, and Christian Kirk's been super inconsistent. So maybe they're continually finding ways to get Rondale involved. He is the most explosive player on the field by far. He can do things that no one else can do. This Sunday, he got 97 total yards, and he had 3 attempts on the ground, almost 40 rushing yards. I mean, this is something that he can do if they can continually find creative ways. He has such high upside on a weekly basis. It's not consistent, but if it does become consistent and more opportunities come his way, he absolutely could be a league winner. So he's someone I want to stash in every league that I can. At number 3, we have Devontaeeee Booker, who is rostered in 12% of leagues. This is pretty simple. Saquon is going to be out. I mean, they're saying it's not a serious injury. Who knows what it will be? It's going to be at least 1, maybe 3, maybe 4 weeks. It's really hard to say, but until Saquon is back, you have a startable asset in Devontaeeee Booker. Their next matchup isn't great against the Rams, but Booker did fill in on Sunday and put up 20 points in PPR leagues. So if you're looking for an RB2 or a flex, Devontaeeee Booker is going to be a startable asset until Saquon is fully recovered from that injury. At number 2, we have Kadarius Toney, rostered in 33% of leagues. Wow. This dude is a freak athlete. We loved watching his tape in Florida in the pre-draft process this year. We were just confused on how the Giants were going to utilize him. It just didn't feel like the right fit. But the way they're utilizing him right now is just any way possible. How can we get this guy the ball? And it makes sense because Tony is an absolute X factor. This guy can impact the game in so many different ways. And honestly, the Giants only have a chance to win if they involve him the ways that they have been. In the last 2 games, he's had 22 targets. He put up 189 yards through the air last week. Kenny G is set to miss time. Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton dealing with hamstring injuries. If the opportunities continue to come in, I mean, Tony could be, like Rondale Moore, a league winner. Imagine if AJ Green and Christian Kirk were injured. You would start Rondale Moore every week. But Kenny G is also injured on this team. I mean, Kadarius Toney is a guy, if he plays this weekend, you could absolutely start him in your flex. This is a freak athlete. So I want him. He's probably my favorite pickup of the week. I would prioritize him number 1. In saying that, we have Darrell Williams as our number 1 pickup this week, rostered in 19% of leagues. Why do we have him number 1? Because the waiver wire is all about buying wins. If you probably have an injured running back. So many people do. You probably need to fill an RB2 spot, a flex spot. So Darrell Williams just makes sense. He could potentially get you that win that you need in desperation. I still want Tony over Williams, but if you need to buy a win and you don't have an RB2, then Darrell Williams steps in as the starting running back for one of the best offenses in the NFL. Clyde, it's an MCL sprain. They're saying it's not as serious, but still, I mean, this could be 2 to 6 weeks out for Clyde, and you have the starting running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. He has top 20 upside every week until Clyde comes back. If you're trying to buy a win, I mean, Darrell Williams feels like the obvious guy to pick up. He plays Washington next week, so it's a smash start. And then at Tennessee, another smash start. So pick up Darrell Williams if you need another running back. Maybe you've got some injuries on your team. Those are our waiver wire pickups for this week. Comment down below. Are you picking any of these guys up? Let us know.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch
now,
it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.